Hey everybody, Sniper Lazeman here, and once again I am still with
Saito Kojima.
Yes, and we are back with Let's Play Megaman Never Transmission. Alright, so in the last episode we faced off against Electman and, well, owned him, I would say. And now we're going to be off to,
I think it's Swordman this time, and I know it's... Now this is when the game starts to go into a sort of, let's say it's forced order. It doesn't give you choice anymore. And,
a little bit more of a linear,
yeah, it's still
linear set.
A little more linear this time, but... Before we continue with that, I guess we'll start with some Mega Man news. First thing, so I'll go with the good news, and then I'll go into the less than good news. Good news is, for those that have been waiting patiently for about a little more than a year and a half, we're finally getting a brand new Mega Man game.
Hooray!
Where we have its, if you don't already know the news, it's literally everywhere. Everyone's posting this information everywhere. The new game, it's a fan game, fan-made game, but it's still like being funded and everything by Capcom themselves. It's Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, and they're called Street Fighter versus Mega Man. It's gonna be an old classic, old school 8-bit style. But instead of being 8 robot masters, they'll be playing 8 Street Fighter characters. What's kind of cool is that they actually, according to the videos and the interviews, they are going to behave like the actual real robot masters from. Yeah, they're gonna behave like Street Fighter characters.
Yeah.
Like the way their pacing is, the way they'll move around, everything like that. However, the not so good news is
Most obvious one.
well, I guess it's obvious, but not the obvious you guys didn't know. But
Yeah.
there's recently been the release of Rockman Crossover, or X Over, or Is Over, or just Over, depending on who's saying what. Some people mention the name differently. I personally just call it Rockman Over because the name Crossover just seems like too much to say for the name, or Rockman Cross, or just whatever like that. But that was good. That was really great.
It's alright,
Multitasking. And I just fucked up. So, Rockman Crossover is... My first going through it, like, first 20 minutes, I was saying it's got some good points and some bad points about it. It feels like it's made by 2 different halves of a team when I'm playing through it. One half of the team's, like, got all great ideas, you see all these things that have all this potential. Because the good thing about it is that the design of Over-One himself is very nice. All of his different armor types, it looks very cool. The artwork for he himself, like his artwork design, is really nice. The main theme of Rockman Crossover is like top notch. It feels like something that was made by like the guy who did the music for Guilty Gear. I think it was by him, not entirely sure. But the main theme is great. Seeing Kalinka from Rockman 4 in like a older style, or a bit more older than she used to look, is pretty nice. A little bit of fan service right there in a way. The customization features for the battle cards or battle chips, it's got a lot of like little, like you can see that there's some depth to it, and a lot of nice little combinations of what you can and can't do. It's like it made me have to really think in what I want to do or what I don't want to do, which is really cool. The multiplayer features aren't the most amazing things out there, but like there is, like I noticed there is like depth to it. Like the owl, notice there'll be where the hell do I have to freaking go? I honestly don't remember I have to go anymore. This looks really bad on video. I'm realizing that. Like, wow, I have no freaking clue where I have to go anymore. So you haven't played this game since how long? And
Yeah.
yeah. And the last time I actually sat down to beat this game back in the day was back in 09.
So they just kind of drop you in here and don't really tell you almost where to go.
Usually it's these like the patterns here on the floor. I mean, is like a way to learn where you gotta go, but it still doesn't really tell you anything. It's like here, this coloring floor. This is where you got. If you're going in on the colored floor, it's where you gotta go. And I'm like, okay, really? Like I'm not going where I gotta go. And insert like comment by someone on the internet saying, "Because you suck."
Yeah, no
Someone's gonna say that. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So, but the one thing, obviously the bad things about Rockman crossover is, like, the actual core gameplay is relatively weak and relatively oversimplified. Like, if you played anything like a runner type of game, like Jetpack Joyride or anything like that, you probably know like the rough way how this type of gameplay works. But it's a lot more. God, where do I go? Very, very, very like there's no real like actual running stages. There's almost no real challenge to it, and you can essentially beat it. You can essentially finish those stages without any sort of problems to it, unless you go to like a very, very late stage with low stats and get hit. You might die on shot. It's possible to have that happen. I did that on accident once when I was changing armors, but like those parts just spam busters or charge shots on one-shot kill enemies that they basically okay. At least where I gotta go, I think. Okay, good. So I think that's the problem is that there's no real strategy for the boss fights. It's more or less, do I have enough? Are my stats good enough to be able to beat this boss? Yes or no? And then that's basically it. If your stats are good enough to beat the boss, you win. And if you don't, you just die. And just shoot regular buster shots. Is your meter up for a charge shot? Do a charge shot. That's all it is. Another problem is the fact that it's it has a large emphasis on pay to win sort of features, where you gotta pay real money to get like the better cards out there. I'm choosing not to, mainly because I'm not gonna pay for a half-assed game, especially when the game already itself is like it's free. So I'm not gonna like waste my time on something that they themselves didn't really try on.
Yeah, definitely. So I really don't get with some of those you know, they're like free games, but then you have to pay them just to basically unlock crap that you really, I don't know, don't really need. That in a way, I've seen some games where you know you can pay like $2 to you know get some stats up or get some coins. Rather than grinding for that, spend $2 to get that would take a couple hours.
This game does do that in a somewhat extent, but not like in a good way. Most of the really good chips out there are cards. Honestly, I don't even know if it's cards or chips. Like it says both terms in the game. Sometimes it's just battle memory card get, sometimes it's battle memory chip get. So I honestly don't know. But
maybe it's both.
Maybe it's both. Like whatever. Like I noticed there's a lot of times where there's some really really amazing good chips that you have to pay money for, but like I'm choosing not to get them only for the simple fact that what I have at the moment and the promo ones you get from off the internet and the little special codes, they're more than good enough.
Yeah.
And just sure, I won't be able to get any like really nice ones. Like I won't be able to get the Shooting Star Rockman chip or the Heat Guts or anything like that. Probably not. But I'm fine with getting a chip of Rock and Roll from Legends or something like that. That's good enough to me. That's basically it. Like, honestly, like overall, it's not horrible as people will try to portray it on the internet. But the thing is, 99% of people who are portraying it as horrible never actually played the game because they don't have the means to play it, by not having an iDevice to play it, or they just don't bother going through the little hoops to get it working.
Yeah.
Me myself, I had to like I didn't realize when it came out, it was already like really out of nowhere. They were saying, "Oh, it's gonna come out by the end of October." End of October comes by, it doesn't come out. Then really late into November, it just comes out of nowhere. I was like, "Oh crap! Maybe I should have made that Japanese iPhone account earlier than this." So I had to like go out there, look up actual real like Japanese addresses and everything, because Apple is like practically insane with the background check stuff. So I had to like at least make the account look somewhat real.
Yeah.
So I looked up real hotel addresses and everything for real Japanese places, looked up a real phone number and all the stuff just to get the game to work, or to get my account to work. Overall, I'd give the game probably a 5 or 6 out of 10. For every bad thing that's there, it's like just little it has a bit of a charm to it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I smiled like a little idiot when I seen a chip of a couple of the shooting star characters, when I seen characters like what's his face? Like I seen, every time I seen a certain character I forgot about from years ago, I was like, oh yeah, I remember it such and such. I was like, I remember such and such. It's been so long since I've seen this character, and it's nice to see that. Or when I see like a boss or something like that, or hear certain music, which, once again, more proof that people who talk badly about the game never actually played it, where they think it's all just reused assets from the iPhone Megaman X port, when there's a lot more than just that. It is a lot emphasis on X assets, but like there is actual bosses from EXC, bosses from the classic series, even music and stuff to go through each stage. But it was, I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. It's an okay game. It's not like it's not the best game out there. It's not the worst game out there.
It's just kind of mediocre for the most part.
And on top of that, the game, much like any of these type of games on iPhone and other systems like that, it's got like major addictive properties to it. So even maybe I really do hate the game, I just don't realize it. But the game is addictive. It makes you want to keep playing, especially if it doesn't let you power level or crazy like a lot of other RPGs out there. It gives you like a limit of how much you can play, so in a certain amount of time before you gotta recharge your energy meter again. So it's like I can't just like grind like super crazy. It will force me to stop playing for a little while. So that makes the addictiveness like a little bit more potent.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah. I spent like 9%, probably 9% of the video talking about that game. But then again, it's like nobody really is giving the game a chance.
Yeah.
But there have been much worse Mega Man games out there. Much worse. Why isn't that not working?
Jeez.
I'm playing horrible today.
That's really the only way to get up there.
It is. Also, I had my double jump, but I used it earlier.
Oh.
I used the double jump earlier so I can get another chip. That battlement with whatever HP in me.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez.
Okay. But yeah, like, I personally don't see why they should be so angry. Like, for example, Mega Man Soccer was pretty bad.
Whoa.
What?
Mega Man Soccer?
You played that?
No, what the hell is it?
It's a soccer game with Mega Man characters.
What the shit?
Yeah. It's pretty bad. And it had no ending, by the way. When you got to the last stage and beat the last game, it would just end.
That's always nice.
Yeah, there was an ending in the game, but for some reason it didn't work, and you have to use a cheat code to be able to make it turn on. Yeah.
An ending didn't work.
Yeah, the ending didn't work. It had no real ending unless you hacked it. Which is hilarious in my opinion. But
that is.
like, that game was pretty bad. Mega Man Battleship Challenge on the Game Boy Advance is pretty mediocre. Like, here's another thing. They talk of Rockman crossover taking like no effort or no like input of the player to do anything, but Mega Man Battleship Challenge literally was no user input besides pressing A to advance the text. It literally was that. It was like you programmed your folder. Fuck this game! Oh my god!
Was there no way to get double jump back?
I had to restart the stage.
Oh jeez.
I could honestly do that since it gave me you know. I'm just gonna do that. I apologize to everyone for this, but I'm just gonna restart the stage. I'll be able to do it much quicker because I spent most of the time wasting my chips trying to get through to find the stage in the first place.
Yeah.
Now everything will be here. There's also I skipped through the text for it, but the game told me earlier. Yeah, where is it? Okay, from land house. Okay. Now there's a new link or a teleport area now where I can start literally like a short spot away from the actual area instead of wasting my time before.
Yeah, I guess we'll definitely
It
have to keep that double jump till that point.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there is an item down at the bottom down there I can go get if I want to, but I'll wait until next stage so I'm not wasting any more time.
Yeah.
It's somewhat plot important, but not entirely. It's more like, well, spoiler alert, there's essentially two slightly different endings in this game by the end, but the only thing different is, did you pick up that item down there, that big yellow mystery data, or not? That's all really different. Some text changes slightly if you did or didn't.
Huh.
It's not. I'm getting it only because I actually never knew. Like, I'll get it now because you're supposed to get it because it's better that way. But when someone told me that the ending was different when you didn't pick it up by a couple lines of text, I was like, huh. That people actually forgot to pick that up. Like, it was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
It just seemed like this game, it made, at least to me, the Banner series made you like want to pick up every single one of like mystery data out there. So seeing that big, huge gold thing being ignored was like a surprise to me.
Huh.
But it's kind of cool if they at least programmed that in. Like if they took some extra effort into the game.
Yeah.
You can watch someone out there on there saying, "Oh my god, you're calling this game bad?" I'm like, "You this is a surprise? I'm not calling it bad." Just, and again, you same people in the fan base call everything that's not classic X and 0 is bad, so yeah. Oh wait, and then again now, because Over 1 or Over is available, now they're gonna love everything that's out. It's kind of funny that after Crossover came out, all the hate that Shooting Star or Star Force got before, now it's being loved. Like, oh, everybody fucking loves Shooting Star. Like, oh, I loved it. Oh, I wish Shooting Star was in Marvel's Capcom 3 and all these things like that. Like, wow. It's like, just because it's not the newest version, now it's suddenly good again in your eyes. I bet that's the same thing that with the new Devil May Cry. If that newer Dante and Virgil or whatever was the first to show up and not the ones we have now, if they were first and the old Dante was the new one, this is the same thing.
Yeah,
the same hate they have for it for that one would be the same thing backwards.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really simple to say that people do not like any need to change.
It is true.
Like I've said this once before. That when I originally saw for Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, when I first saw how some of the characters were going to look, I kind of freaked out a little bit myself. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of freaked out a little bit, thinking, "What the hell is going on? These are not the characters that I know. They look completely different." But then over time passed, and over time, I kind of grew onto it and thought, "Okay, these characters actually look really cool."
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm the add back on the Devil May Cry, but it's been seeing with everything else. People don't take the time.
You should come closer to the mic.
People don't take the time to actually research what they're pissed off about. They just look to be pissed off at something. Because,
yeah.
Like understanding also the change of just through time itself with Sly, how he looks at age. You got upset with that, but at the same time you understood afterwards.
Yeah,
the whole Devil May Cry thing. People don't understand it's not a remake of the game.
It's like
it's an alternate universe of it. And just so it's even though it's the same, like it doesn't even necessarily need to be the exact same Dante. It could be just a different version of Dante because it's not the actual story itself. It's
like a new story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's taking everything into perspective of what happened, all the characters, and it's making them different. Like some of the characters aren't even monsters; they're actually human characters because it's a different universe.
Yeah.
Like taking, say, Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo. In a different universe, he could be black.
He could be
like a black person.
For all we know, yeah.
You could be taking Dragon Ball Z and put it into a complete human universe, and people they don't care to really understand what they're getting mad about. They just
want to get mad at something.
Get mad at something, and that's what pisses me off the most, because if you're gonna bash on something or
At least
hate on something, at least
do the research.
provide a reason why and know exactly what it is that you do. That's why I got Xbox. For the longest time I didn't like Xbox, and I thought to myself, wait, I'm being a hypocrite. I should get an Xbox, so that way I can at least, when I bitch about Xbox, I can say, you know what, I played Xbox, I've had Xbox. And quite frankly, it's not too bad, it's only the controller style. And now that I got to know about it, and I still don't like it, no one can hate on me really for it.
Yeah, but then again, it's the internet, so they'll hate it anyways. How dare you not like Halo? Fuck.
Yeah, that too. I couldn't get into Halo myself.
I personally don't like Halo at all.
Yeah, same.
I hate low.
Yeah, I apologize for everybody that, yeah, we don't like Halo, so I'm sorry.
I don't apologize.
Neither do I. Like, it's not my problem.
I kind of have to be. These are my people. I kind of have to be.
Like, I personally don't apologize to them because, like, why should I have to apologize for
having an opinion?
For having an opinion
No, I know,
and
yeah.
hurting their their little sensitive 10-year-old feelings.
No, I know, yeah.
Like, it's not my fault that. Oh crap! I was sad. But like, it's not my fault that you can't handle that other people don't like what you like.
Oh, I know, they can't accept the fact that other people have opinions. It's just like letting them hate on Devil May Cry.
But if you like it, you're a horrible person.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally been told, like, I'm not allowed to speak my opinion for simply saying that I don't mind the new Dante. Literally saying that.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Another thing, one time I was told to stop, not ever speak my opinion for simply disliking the Persona franchise. If you guys ever played those games?
I have a friend at school there who keeps on telling me, play the games, they're really great. And I'm like, I've seen
oh my
about
god,
it.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
You know, and like I keep on telling him, like, look, I've seen stuff about it. It's not my type of game. I've seen the gameplay. It's not my kind of game.
Well, it's just like Devil May Cry itself. It wasn't your type of game. You're not like it's fast paced. I didn't hate on you because of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You at least tried the game.
Yeah.
And
even the new one, the new one with the demo.
You bought that one.
No, yeah. But the demo for DMC that's been out for a little while. I'm really freaking honest. I fucking love the combat in it.
I like it.
I
as
love
well.
the combat.
Did it change at all?
It's well, I would kind of say that it's definitely a lot.
It's a little bit more lenient, but it's not like they said that people who are trying to hate on. They're trying to say like they dumbed it down. They made it totally easy. I'm like, it's kind of the same, just a little bit more.
How are you gonna get hate? Whoa, this Devil May Cry fanatic didn't play the demo for DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry I have a life, even though I do love Devil May Cry. I do have a life. I have school and shit to do.
Yeah.
I can't be on top of things all the time. There's some things I can be on top of.
I see what you did there.
I screwed this one up.
Wow, this.
I can do that. That's good.
This commentary here has gotten very serious. the last half of this has become
a lot more.
very serious.
I'd rather have like in case people don't like hearing. What the hell?
Oh wow.
That's more like it.
I just really hope I actually get to that boss.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cause I've been doing really, really horrible this time around. Like, I don't consider myself a pro by any means for this game, but even I know when I'm doing well and when I'm doing not well.
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing really horrible.
Huh.
There.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm finally there.
Oh man.
Because if I see, I knew when I seen blues, I'm there. Because the door's gonna be like right there. Okay, so he got his ass beat by the boss. It's Swordman.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah, there's one of those swords pointing up from the ground. I really wonder who it could have been.
Wait, HP memory.
Do you think we have enough time to beat him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have enough time. I have health items too. Yeah, it's just more than fun.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, quite doing that. Okay. So yeah, I should be able to kick this guy's
Behind?
Yeah. That's
Huh.
pretty weird.
Yeah, don't.
I got it. I know, but I like this screen. Alright.
That's sort of a little type of difficulty. My TV turned off. As everybody knows, my TV's being a major ass.
Yeah.
This Swordman is very
He's not like his Megaman 8 style.
Yeah. I kind of particularly like that one.
Yeah, he was one of my more favorite robot masters in the original. My absolute favorite is still Fireman.
Almost.
No!
Oh.
Okay, where is it? Junin Haendayo!
Oh man.
Ugh.
Well, that was certainly close. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What's that box cover off?
It's not any of them, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. But then what is that from then, or it's just from the game?
It's just artwork for, I think, for EXE 2 or 3. They swapped back and forth because they both used the style change in the game.
Huh.
Yeah. Well.
All right. So are we good then? Well, what's coming next? Or where we're gonna be going to?
The next one is Gravity Man. If I
All right.
recall correctly.
All right. Alright, so I think that's going to be definitely for us here. So thank you everybody for watching, and for Saito Kojima here, and for myself, we are signing off.
Oh, and before we go, for those who was I know sometimes I get a little bit angry during these games, but I'm gonna say right off the bat, this is nowhere near as angry or pissed off I could possibly get at a video game. If those would like to really see me play like a hard as balls game and get truly pissed off at it, because that's what you guys like. Honestly, people on the air love to see people get pissed off at a game. If you guys hit the like button, if we can get about maybe 5, maybe 10 likes on this video, we'll possibly get it done. But it's up to you guys.
Yeah, so I mean, well, as you said, yeah, everybody likes seeing other people get pissed off. That's definitely for sure.
If you want to see something like that, hit the like button. We can get about maybe 5 likes. I know it sounds like it's such a small number, but it's just to see if there's interest in this.
Yeah, it really is just to see. There will be something special. Also, just a little side note. I will also be doing a collaboration. I guess a little collaboration project coming up in the next year. So definitely look out for that. I'm not going to be spoiling too much about it, but we're gonna work on a few things, and I will give you guys more information next year. So once again, we are signing off.
Hadouken!